Isaiah, Ezekiel, through Luke, and through Matthew. And the list goes on. Keep holy the Sabbath. So I'm not going to read all the locations, but I'm going to start from Genesis in the beginning. Genesis 2. By the seventh day, God had finished the work he had been doing. So on the seventh day, he rested from all his work. Then God blessed the seventh day and made it holy. Because on it, he rested from all the work of creating that he has done. Further, Exodus. And Exodus is actually it mentions the Sabbath twice. First is Exodus 20, verse 8 till 11. I've been doing my homework, Pastor. Remember the Sabbath day by keeping it holy. 6 days you shall labor and do all your work. But the seventh day is Sabbath to the Lord, your God. On it you shall, and this is very important because there's certain things about this passage that I wasn't aware of. So thank you again for allowing me to do my homework.
Thank you, Jesus.
On it you shall do no work, neither you, nor your son or daughter, nor your male or female servant, nor your animals, nor your foreigner residing in your towns. For in 6 days the Lord made the heavens and the earth, the sea, and all that is in them. But he rested on the seventh day. Therefore the Lord blessed the Sabbath day and made it holy. Exodus again talks about this Sabbath day. Exodus 31, verse 17. I came prepared. Again, Exodus 31, verse 17. It will be a sign between me and the Israelites forever. For in 6 days the Lord made the heavens and the earth, and on the seventh day he rested and was refreshed. I'll read one more. Should be off. Turn it off. I thought I did. My apologies. I should have been off. Deuteronomy 5, 12 to 15, which I was speaking about earlier. Deuteronomy 5, verse 12 to 15. Observe the Sabbath day by keeping it holy, as Lord your God has commanded you. 6 days you shall labor and do all your work, but on the seventh day is a Sabbath to the Lord your God. On it you shall not do any work, neither you, nor your son or daughter, nor your male or female servant, nor your ox, your donkey, or any of your animals, nor any foreigner residing in your towns. So your male and female servants may rest, as do you. Remember that you were slaves in Egypt, and that the Lord your God brought you out of there with a mighty hand and outstretched arm. Therefore the Lord your God has commanded you to observe the Sabbath day. Now, I'll read one more. The last one I like to read is Isaiah 58, verse 13. If you keep your feet from breaking the Sabbath and from doing as you please, on my holy day, if you shall call the Sabbath a delight and the Lord's holy day honorable, and if you honor it by not going your way and not doing as you please, or speaking the idle words, then you will find your joy in the Lord. Now, the reason this is interesting because I've been doing my best to keep the Sabbath. And I always thought, I come to church, I'm on time, I listen to the word, 2 o'clock, I'm gone. I'm usually the first or second one out the door. And what do? I go outside and I work.
Yes.
I make that phone call. I book the appointment. I wasn't thinking. That's not keeping the Sabbath.
Come on now.
So I'm the first one to tell you that I'm at fault.
Yes.
Thank you again. I go down to the grocery store and I do grocery shop. I'm not keeping the Sabbath. I'm laboring. I'm carrying the groceries.
Yes.
I tell Anne-Marie, my wife, well, honey, we don't have groceries. She goes, that's your fault. You should have done grocery Saturday. Amen. I said, honey, what are we going to eat? And she goes to me, make yourself a ghetto jam sandwich. I said, honey, I'm hungry. She goes, make yourself a ghetto jam sandwich. I'm saying, what is a ghetto jam sandwich? She goes, 2 slices of red jam together. Very rude. Anyways, we'll get to that later. So, what I'm trying to say is that I'm guilty of not knowing the true meaning of the Sabbath. Little things that making phone calls or taking my wife to a movie or us cooking dinner is not keeping the Sabbath.
Come on now.
And I did not know. There's no excuse for not knowing. But now that I do know,
Yes.
there's absolutely no excuse. And if I disobey his commandment, now that I know the full meaning of the commandment, the punishment